Hello and welcome to your Long Island weather outlook. As we head into the middle of October, a pretty decent weekend, all in all. Yesterday, and today we both had sunshine. Though yesterday was nicer because we had some cirrus, but it was mixed with blue skies and some nice colors there as well. It's just taken in Babylon here. You can see some blue skies and cirrus. Today, though, dealing with the wildfire smoke again. You can see a very, very hazy sky. Not very good air quality. It was also warmer and more humid today as well. Definitely quite noticeable. And we also had some showers and thunderstorms to the north. There was a cloud right there. Some of these cumulonimbus clouds off to the north. Low top, nothing severe. You can see again the redness from the haze in the sky from the wildfire smoke. And you can see clearly on the satellite as well. All the warm, smoky air. This is a stalled cold front. And the cleaner air that's to the north. This front will be winding up moving through. Looking at the weather map here, you'll see here we got a low. Here's your front, and the low is riding along it. The low is going to go to the north, and that's going to take most of the precipitation to the north. And it'll go to day 2. You see here the cold front comes through. So let's look at our current conditions outside right now. And you can see frost and freeze warnings also in the middle of the country. That's some of that cold air that we're going to be getting as we head into this week. And you can see also air quality alerts in the west due to the ongoing wildfire situation over there. Looking at Islip, 66 degrees. The dew point's up to 61. South-southwest wind got up to 70 at Islip. Luckily, because of that onshore flow, it didn't get too hot on Long Island, but definitely feeling the humidity and definitely clouds. A little more clouds today. Mix of clouds and sun and a lot of haze from the wildfire smoke. This morning, it did get cool last night, though. We had 40s, upper 40s actually at Islip. The sad thing is I still had to use the air conditioner where I live because the air from the alley wasn't that cool, and people were smoking in it and in there too. So it was the other blowing smoke out the window. But yeah, it looks like this morning it got down to the mid 40s, pretty chilly at Islip, and I'm sure it got even colder than that. Yesterday was a pretty warm day. We had mid 70s, but low dew points with a pretty gusty northwesterly wind. And then, let's see, yesterday morning, I don't think it got quite as cool at Islip. It did not. Let's go look at the map here, and you'll see temperatures generally in the mid 60s across Long Island. Definitely kind of a mild night tonight, upper 60s in Jersey, and I think it hit 80 in 82 in Tom's River. Let's look at the highs today. So, yeah, look at Tom's River, got up to 82 in Jersey. Meanwhile, Long Island, a lot cooler with lower, pretty much low 70s and some upper 60s along the water. Jersey really heated up, though. They were in the low 80s. Quite warm there. Looking at lows this morning, mid 40s. Looks like the Suffolk County, except Islip 45, 50 at Farmingdale. The city had mid 50s, so that's kind of like in line with what we have here with the alley, of course. And 32 at West Hampton, and 43 for a low in the Pine Barrens of Jersey. Coldest spot being West Hampton, once again, 32 degrees. Always gets nice and cold there. So we'll look at our climate statistics for today. And you'll also notice, looking at the radar, you see there's the shower activity. And up north and upstate, it's been raining. They've been dealing with showers. But for us, you can see not really a whole lot. Again, kind of dry. Again, so we'll look at our statistics today. For Islip, high of 70, low of 45. The high was 5 degrees above normal, the low being 3 degrees below normal. Puts us just a degree above normal for the day. So let's go and look at a broader view of the satellite image. We'll go ahead and look at that. And again, they've been dealing with showers and rain upstate, but again, we never really got into any of that. Upstate in the northern New England, you can see there's that low. You can see that low there. And again, there's the wildfire smoke. You can see a lot of smoke still coming out of these areas. These wildfires show no signs of slowing down in the northwest. And you can see all the smoke there that they're generating. We're going to get a cool shot from the north, which will push the smoke away. But it may return again. May not be done with it yet. This is unbelievable. This is continuing. But, well, not really unbelievable when you think about it. So let's look at Northern Rockies. I think this is the satellite that'll show a lot of the wildfires that are burning here. You can see there they are. Yep, right here. So if we just back it up right here, you can see we have fires in Wyoming and Idaho. Um, and there's a lot of smoke that's been drifting over into the Midwest. Um, and they're going to continue to deal with it, it looks like. But yeah, it's something to see all these wildfires continuing to burn, even in the middle of October. This is something I don't think I've ever seen before. But we're seeing a lot of things that were never seen before. Let's see if we can get a view from the Pacific Coast satellite as well here. Oh, and there are more fires. We have fires burning also in Oregon as well. So, yeah, you can see them right here. So we have wildfires burning in Oregon, too. Hopefully nothing going on in Canada. I'll look at Canada. I know I haven't done that one in a while. I don't think we have any more fires up in Canada. I hope not. Hopefully not. Yeah, we got to go back more. Let's see. No, that should be right. 84. Let's make it. That's the infrared. Yeah, there's the day. All right, so let's see what we got here. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, does it? Almost looks like there is some haze up there. Well, we'll look at the smoke models later. But anyway, nothing going on in the tropics right now. It's quiet for now. There's one area that they're watching. So finally, we don't have to talk about that, but I have a feeling we will be talking about it again in the future. So let's go and look at the models now and get the North American view so you get an idea of what kind of pattern we're in here. Jet stream here on the GFS, and you can see the trough that's going to be coming down. That dip in the jet stream is going to be bringing in the much colder air. But then after that, we see ridging building, and the jet stream goes way up into Canada. And that means, and then they have a really dysfunctional-looking jet stream again, just heading into the middle and latter part of October here. Really weird, strange-looking jet stream. Just really, really odd. Really, really odd. I just want to, before I go to that, I just want to show precipitation for the past 24 hours to show you where they got rain. You can see they got rain upstate, but no rain for us. And we'll take a look. It looks like it's going to continue to be dry, unfortunately. So that's what the GFS has. Let's go look at the European, on the 12Z European, on the jet stream situation, see if there's some differences here. No, they look pretty similar. They look pretty similar. So I'll go back to the GFS here, and we'll go ahead and go to the upper air. So you take a look at this trough that's going to be coming in. You see that's a big trough, so it's going to bring in some cold air, a really nice cold shot. But then it gets warm by the weekend again. Then we have a big ridge. Looks like we have a tropical system that's developed here in the Caribbean. So we have a big ridge over here, and there's like a little trough that forms over there. But generally speaking, with the ridge pattern in the east, it looks like we'll be experiencing more above normal temperatures as we head into the middle of the later part of the month. And no really big cool down. So if you like the cold weather, this is the week to enjoy it, because it will get warmer after that. And I'm thinking the European is going to show the same thing, but we'll go ahead and look at that anyway. I mean, there's the trough. I mean, yeah, they look pretty similar. Just some subtle differences. All right, the GFS does have a little more of a trough developing in the latter part of next week. But whatever it is, we're looking at above normal temperatures. So let's look at the temperature anomaly chart here as we get through. After we get through this week, you'll see that cool shot. You still see all the above normal temperatures in the west. So you see that cool shot that comes in, and then we're above normal. Right through the other month. Not way above normal, but we're above normal. The south's going to be above normal. You'll see some below normal temperatures in the west. I can look at the European as well and see if we see any differences here with this. See a lot of above normal temperatures in Canada too, which is very disturbing. Northern Canada. So let's go and look at, we'll take a closer look. We'll go to the surface now, CONUS view, and being that we're already at the European, I might as well just show that one already. So, again, chances for rain. It's just early tomorrow, and then we're dry again. Big high builds in, and that high pressure just stays with us right through next week. And it stays dry with hardly any rain again. Here is, I mean, if we look at the amount of rain that's fallen, has Islip gotten any rain this month at all? I got to look and see. I have to go back to the climate data for Islip, but I don't think we did get any rain. Let me go back over here and see. I did show it, but let's see. Islip, how much rain has fallen this month in October? Just 0.10. Just 0.10. That's incredible. That's really incredible. That really is. Okay, let's go back to this. So that high just stays over us and keeps us dry, pretty much. It doesn't look like there are any tropical threats here being shown to the GFS. European. No, we already showed the European. So you see that big high. So pretty much, yeah, we're pretty much staying in a relatively dry pattern here. It's just, after having a lot of years of wet weather, it seems like the pattern has shifted now to drier than normal. And I wonder if this is going to be a long-term thing, because sometimes it usually is. If it winds up staying dry, it winds up staying dry for a while, and that's not good for wildfires and stuff like that. We're going to have to be concerned about that. So that kind of shows you what's going on in the larger picture of things. Let's before I do that, I'm just going to go to the Weather Prediction Center. So if we look at QPF here, and we go all the way days 1 through 7, you can see, look at that, just in the light green, and that's it. The only areas that are going to see rain, and maybe some over Wyoming, but really very dry across the entire country, except for the Pacific Northwest. It's very, very dry. And that's a big concern. So let's go and look at the HRRR. We should have most of that in by now. We may not. We're 38. That's enough, I guess. Just to show you what we're going to be dealing with tonight. So this low, not really showing. All right, it shows one lone shower that might develop here. It's very widely scattered activity. I'm hoping maybe this shower could happen a little further south, so we can get it, maybe go over more of the island instead of just over the North Shore. But that's it. After that, we don't have any rain chances. Instead, we've got, you can see that low and that really tight pressure gradient that we're going to have. So it's going to be breezy and turning colder behind that low. This is the HRRR. We'll look at the NAM as well. But just to illustrate what's going to be happening with our weather. So you see it's damp. It's humid out there. Dew points are in the 60s. But after this front comes through, the dew points drop. Why is this mouse doing that? The dew points drop. And you'll see dew points as we get toward, especially as we get toward, I would say, noon to afternoon, dew points take a tumble into the 30s. Gusty westerly winds. And again, if we don't get any rain, those strong winds and dry air could pose problems as far as wildfire threats go. Northwest winds heading into Tuesday. And again, we have those low dew points. So temperatures, again, you can see that warm air. That's going to get pushed tonight. Actually trying to drop us by the morning into the 40s. I don't know if we'll actually see that or not, because we will rebound. Why is this my mouse keep doing this? We will rebound into the 60s tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last time we see the 60s for at least a good part of this week until we get to the end of part of the week. So mid to upper 60s, and then by nightfall the temperatures drop into the 40s, maybe even some 30s by the morning, Tuesday morning. And then if we want to go a little further along and just show you what we're dealing with the temperatures here, GFS, you can see we're only going to struggle to reach the mid to upper 50s on Tuesday. Dew points, yeah, I'm having a problem with my mouse. I don't know what's going on. But dew points you'll see here, not quite as windy Tuesday as it will be tomorrow. But you see the northwest flow kind of stays into place. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It thinks I'm right-clicking it, and I'm not. Wednesday, northwest, here we go again. I'm not even pressing it. Northwest winds here for Tuesday. So you stay in the northwest flow. Thursday, staying in the dry air. Friday, then we start seeing that southerly flow, or we still have a northerly flow, or northeasterly flow. Then we have a southerly flow as we get into Sunday, but then it's westerly. So heading into the week, you don't see too much humidity, but you do see we continue to keep dry air in place, which means not many chances for rain. Yeah, I'm having a big problem with my mouse. I don't know what's going on. I'm right-clicking, but it thinks I'm... Here we go again. I don't know what's going on here. Seriously. I'm trying to get through this. Really a pain in the neck. I don't know what's going on. Temperature. So here we go. Temperature. I mean, you'll see. Tomorrow's the last day. We'll see the 60s, and then the temperatures drop. Much cooler conditions. Again, 50s for highs. Lows at night, 40s and 30s. Going to be chilly. Here we are. Thursday. And then we start moderating by Friday. We start seeing 60s. And then even 70 perhaps by Sunday. And then next week, we start seeing more of the 70s. Again, 60 to 70. So it's above normal for this time of the year. And next week's going to be a lot warmer than this week. And then even long range, you can see a lot of heat there trying to get in it. Then it looks like it's trying to develop maybe a stalled front situation, which if we get toward that type of situation, maybe that would bring us some rain toward the end of the month, perhaps. But looking at the total accumulated precip on this, if you look at total accumulated precip, you see not much for tomorrow. And then we have to go all the way. Let's see. We would have to go even all the way to the end. It's not showing much. So in the long range, anything beyond that, I'm not really going to take seriously. But it stays dry. That's just the thing of it. So we'll go to the NAM3. We have the 18Z NAM3, and it doesn't give us anything for tomorrow, it looks like. You can see there's nothing here. So the chances of getting rain are slim to almost none. Maybe we might see a shower tonight, but it's a very, very slight chance. It looks like it's trying to develop a line, but then it falls apart. So the chances of seeing any precipitation are very little, unfortunately. Now, as far as skies go, tomorrow we will have some clouds around. So if you just look at the sounding here, or the GFS, or I could look at the HRRR too, I guess. We'll just use the GFS at this point. You'll see that there will be some cloudiness perhaps at various levels tomorrow, but I still think we'll see some sunshine by the afternoon. Looking at the cloud, you'll see what I mean, showing some moisture at various levels tomorrow. Although it should be a bluer sky and less haze. And then for Tuesday, obviously, we have some instability stratocumulus, and when you have a cold air mass like this, as we get toward Wednesday, maybe a little less of it. And then I think as we get to Thursday, we're finally getting to some nice, mostly sunny skies Thursday and Friday, and then right through the weekend, not showing much in the way of clouds. Looking at the RGM, which is our other sky model here. So tomorrow, you see that we have some clouds in the morning, and then maybe by the afternoon we get a little mostly sunny conditions for more clouds. Maybe coming Tuesday. Again, it's showing some various mid-level, high-level clouds mixing in with the sun. Less of that, I think, on Wednesday, but we still may have to watch for some stratocumulus. We tend to get that when we get cold air mist, especially in the fall, developing by later in the afternoon. So just some stratocumulus, nothing really crazy. Let's go look at the smoke model, and we have to use an older run. 18Z. Really can't believe I'm still looking at smoke, weather wildfire smoke here. But here we go. So it does clear out of here by tomorrow. Definitely by the afternoon, it's out of here. And then we shouldn't be dealing with it for a while after that. But it will be over the south, it looks like. That's where the wildfire smoke will be. Let's, now that we've got all that out of the way, let's go to the Climate Prediction Center and take a look at the longer range. 6 to 10 day outlook. We have above normal temperatures in much of the country, especially over the Great Lakes, the east, just near normal, and on the Rocky Mountains. Precipitation below normal. Very good chances of below normal precipitation in the Northeast. However, they do have some chances for above normal precipitation in the northern part of the Rocky Mountains, which is where those wildfires are burning, and hopefully they can get some rain and get those wildfires under control. 8 to 14 day, pretty similar look to everything, but the above normal area gets bigger and stronger. And so you can see that there's going to be a big ridge generally over the east. So that's going to mean above normal temperatures. And let's lastly go and look at the what am I going to look at here? The ice. Now the mouse stopped doing that. I don't know. I don't think we have a new report here. Yeah, very slow recovery here. Look at that. The ice is not even increasing. So at the rate we're going, if this doesn't start curving upward, we may actually break the minimum record for ice here. So that's very disturbing here. We're seeing the ice. We're not seeing the ice come back because it's still been very warm up there. So we're not seeing it really come back at all. This is what we have up there right now. So we will have to see what happens with that. But it's just another sign of climate change. Though, unfortunately, a lot of people drinking the orange man juice and don't want to realize what's going on. And they just want to believe somebody who just spreads lies and misinformation, unfortunately. Because I guess people in this country, we have a lot of stupid people in this country, sadly. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather outlook. Probably no weather video tomorrow, unless we get some unusual wind or precipitation. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday if we have some record cold. Maybe I'll do something Tuesday or Wednesday and then on the weekend. But again, I don't do these every day anymore, as you know. So have a good night.